Last episode on the Fiction First podcast. Our first scene kind of zooms in on this dreary, dingy detective agency in Sharn. This doesn't look good, Frank. I don't know what to tell you. I can't imagine you guys are bringing in much money, especially with the budget cuts.
Well, fair. It's on the rebound. We've got a new bagel shop. You know, that's the first thing that comes to a neighborhood when things are turning around. First a bagel shop, next dead bodies for us to investigate.
Let's do the bagels first. Like I always say, bagels first.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people kind of gathered around there, kind of clustered together, looking to be passing things back and forth. Seemingly some sort of illicit deal going on.
Hey, you got any bagels?
Why are you guys hanging out back here? What's going on?
Yeah, this individual turns and then goes away from you. They turn and they walk, start to cross over into another alley and start to walk away from you. You do see them in the distance turn off into a corner and head down a further alleyway. So you see this flash of green light. You see, like, on her hand, like, there's this, like, steam rising from her hand. Okay. And on her hand, there's this weird grayish-green gunk on it, for lack of a better word. At this point, it's night, or, pretty close enough. Probably equivalent of like 7 o'clock at night by the time all this happens. So yeah, you arrive at the alleyway. It's just this thin, like maybe room for just two people side to side to get through alleyway. That's on the edge of like some residential buildings, and then seemingly some sort of warehouse also on the side. So investigating it. It's just as Paxton left it, really.
This is definitely the one. See, there's glass here that I forgot to get.
Yeah, there's a couple of shards left.
First lesson of the city, this is almost certainly not the only alley with broken glass. Oh. But I do believe you.
Is there a door or anything in this alley? Is it just like a regular alley with glass in it?
There's a couple of doors on the exterior of the building. Like I said, there's a residential building on one side and then seemingly like a warehouse on the other side. I was about to ask
what kind of buildings.
Yeah, what's the name of that warehouse?
Let's say that it is a House Cannith warehouse. And they're responsible for a lot of the engineering feats, magical appliances they deal in. They're one of the richest Dragon Marked houses.
Do they have a view into the alley or anything?
Seemingly not. This side of it is just straight wall, really. There's like a loading dock around the back of it, but it's not really a public facing building or anything like that.
Should we see if they've had anything go like missing or
that's a good idea.
Security threats?
Yeah, we can check out. I assume there would be maybe like a foreman or a guard or something at the warehouse.
Yeah. In fact, there's probably someone leaving the front door, probably closing up for like the front end, like the administrator or whatever.
Oh, hey, buddy, pal.
Is he carrying
Chief
boxes?
Guy.
No, I don't think he's carrying boxes. I think he's just kind of turning the key, locking up for the night. This guy with kind of this frizzy red hair turns around and it's like, oh, hi.
Hey, how you doing? Frank Turner, If It's Mysteries. Listen,
sorry, If It's Mysteries.
Yeah, if it's mysteries, come see us.
Oh, okay, yeah, I heard about that name.
Yeah,
and etc.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen,
no, really, just mysteries. Actually,
we're investigating some a potential crime in the area, and we're wondering if you've had any break-ins recently or security threats, theft, things of that nature.
Did you hear any screams earlier?
He's kind of
play cool, Pax.
He's pretty tight-lipped right now. In the way that you can tell that he does not want to say too much about his job, or like he doesn't know like what the company would want him to say in regards to this.
Listen, friend, if something happened on your watch, something went missing. I mean, I can only imagine, superiors would not be pleased with it. But if we can potentially help you out, figure out what happened, clear your good name, then, you walk out of here scot-free.
Okay, cool. So the way Manipulate works is you have to give them a reason for them to tell you, and your reason here is that you will tell someone.
Basically. That's pretty much how Howard rolls.
Cool. You will blackmail him, like we said earlier. That's how he communicates. Cool. Yeah, so go ahead and roll plus charm to manipulate him.
Actually, I got to roll plus sharp.
Oh, nice. For your special ability.
Yeah.
Cool.
See, it all fits together.
It all fits together.
That's
He's putting together the clues.
Oh, man.
I thought that was another one.
No, it's a 7, though.
Just a total of 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he might be willing to do it for a price of some kind.
He wants us to pay him to solve his problem.
Well, it's currently not his problem.
How do you feel about bagels?
Do you like bagels?
I do like bagels.
Good man.
Bagels and family, that's...
Hey, it's the Sean way.
The staples, that's the Sean way.
Bagels.
It's on the sign as
In
you're
that
driving.
order.
As you're
Bagels
driving,
and family.
as you're driving up to Sharn, there's a big billboard.
Right.
It says bagels.
Bagels and family.
Welcome to Sharn. _ bagels and family.
Yeah.
Listen, friend, I know it's late, you're closing up, you're thinking, hey, I don't know if I want these guys in my business, but we're good for your business, I promise. And there may be a bagel in it for you if you just clue us in on what's happening.
I learned about this. If you do us a favor, we will most assuredly do you a favor in the future.
Yes, he just learned about I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Reciprocity. It's a difficult concept. Really.
Quid pro quo.
As you
What did you call me?
He says,
it's fantasy Latin.
all right, I'll help you out here. It doesn't really affect me, but I did hear and see some stuff tonight. I think you get me some bagels from Maximum Rise.
Paxton?
Yep, I'm on it. What do you like? Do you want a kind or no? No, it's random, assorted.
Sun-dried tomato.
Got it. Boom.
Please.
Should we give him some money? 'Cause I'm pretty
Nope.
sure
I'm gone.
You're gone? Yeah.
It's like, got it. Boom.
He's an intern. He gets
you,
bagels. That's his special power.
Do you take your vehicle?
Did I bring my vehicle?
Sure. Well, I mean, you can drive them around.
All right, yeah. I'm
Sure.
taking my gondola.
Well, you think we
Cool.
walked
Your
here?
Soar sled gondola. So
Yeah.
it's like basically this boat that flies, this small little flying gondola that kind of traverses the streets of
He's
the
actually a
bridges.
Valkyrie. It's
Twist.
Does he have like a stick like gondola people do? Is he just like...
I don't know.
I think it's more like a rudder, like on the back of a boat.
Yeah. They're like decorative.
Sorry.
There are some decorative oars like on the
bagels and
side.
family.
You can stop by the Maxim Rise. They are also closed.
Yeah.
But looking in the window, you can see one lone gnomish individual kind of cleaning out the trays and heaving some chairs up onto some tables.
Can I check the trash first? Because they always throw out uneaten bagels.
Oh my god.
That's fair. Yeah.
Kyle, I love it.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I live on a college budget. I know how to find bagels.
You're right. It is a superpower.
Yeah. I think just act under pressure for me.
Okay.
So this is like you see a thing where like you get to the corner and you see one person like go back and forth between the trash to throw out some other garbage and like kind of sneak away so they don't notice you pilfering through their garbage.
All right, I'm gonna roll a big roll here for trash bagels. Oh god, no! 2 natural ones. Okay,
Okay, cool. So
but +1 for cool. So 3.
Yeah, it's still very bad.
Hey, you get another experience though, unless you want to burn a luck.
True. Yes. So yes, you could burn a luck, this kind of non-refundable resource to get bagels.
Is it non-refundable per chapter or per entire
Total?
I think I'm gonna keep my luck for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be great if you use luck to get trash bagels.
When you put it that way.
I just think it's funny, but I understand the choice not to.
I'm gonna save it.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
you do mark experience.
Yes. So I think how it goes is that you kind of sneak up to the dumpster and look around and make sure that there's no one around, and then you kind of slide open the door and peek in, and then something jumps out at you. this rabid raccoon that has been in the trash this whole time jumps out and starts gnawing and biting at your neck and shoulder.
Is he gonna get hurt again?
Dealing you 2 harm as this creature is ravenous and is just all over you.
I'm almost in the dying range. Okay.
That was a bad roll, man. Yeah, so this raccoon is biting all over you before you're able to shake it off and toss it around. It scampers back up to the edge of the dumpster, kind of give you this mean look.
Yeah.
Before sliding back
inside. So it's
inside.
okay, it's protecting. All right, so now my bloodied body has to go ask this person.
This gnome.
Yeah, so I resort. My last resort is to talk to people. So
cool, sure, yeah. So you head back around and you still see that gnomish individual.
Like a real college kid.
Yeah, this is one of the workers that Frank was kind of hassling for schmear and stuff earlier.
Yeah.
So they're in the process of closing up. So what do you want to do?
Is the door locked?
Oh yeah.
Okay, can I knock?
Sure. Yeah, you knock on it, get their attention, and then they kind of come up to the door and just be mouth we're closed, and then just
help.
Put wave their
help.
hands up and they're
I'm bleeding. Help. Please, I've been attacked.
Okay, fine.
Let me in.
Fine. She will open up the door. This gnomish woman with this kind of short brown hair.
Yeah.
Wearing this big apron that has everything. Has what's on everything bagels.
Sesame seeds,
garlic,
seeds,
and just grease and kind of all over her apron. She opens up and says, "What's wrong?"
For reasons that are probably too long to explain, I need a bagel now. It is of the utmost importance that I get a bagel right now from you. It could be life or death.
Okay. Roll to manipulate someone, please. So roll plus charm.
Rolls. All right.
That's going great.
All right, 9.
Hey.
Okay, that's a 9 with my charm. Oh, that's a 10 with my charm.
Okay, good. Because 9 would, yeah. Okay, so they'll do it for the reason you gave them.
My God. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so she kind of brings you back. She's like, we have a couple left. We had some set aside to give to the local homeless shelters. But I did have one that I was bringing back home from my sister. So I have one. I hope sun-dried tomato is okay.
I think it was rosemary, but tomato. I'll take it. No, just give it to me. I'll take it. And what was the other one that you said you had others?
We have others that are going to the homeless shelter.
Yeah, I'll take one of those too.
I'm sorry. Those are unfortunately I cannot give you.
This is great.
And that is the correct bagel that he asked for.
I know.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Okay, awesome. The bagel is awesome. Do you perchance have spread for this bagel? Is there an option?
Yeah, sure. We have plenty of the tins that are still available, so you can get whatever you want.
Butter? Do you have butter? Take butter.
Sure.
All right,
sure.
I'll take some butter.
Yes. So she gives you the butter and sends you on your way, very confused and kind of maybe a little bit regretful.
Thank you.
And then shortly afterwards, Paxton arrives back with a lone bagel. While you guys are kind of out front of this warehouse, did you want to do anything?
I was saying, are we just chatting with this guy?
If that's what you want to do, anything else, just kind of
yeah, we just
so what's it like to work for House Kenneth?
I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. They pay well.
They're wealthy. Are there benefits? I mean, are they?
Oh yeah. The whole
dental.
Thing. Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Not bad. Whoa! Holy cow, Pax!
I come screeching out of my gondola.
The intern is back.
I got the I think it was the wrong one, but I got a rosemary bagel. A sun-dried rosemary. Is that it? Sun-dried tomato? Here it is.
Sun-dried tomato is what I asked for.
Okay, yeah. And
definitely.
I have that, and then I got you some butter with it.
I think we're in business now.
All right.
Yes.
That's lovely. Listen, you talk with my friend here. I'm going to take a look at my intern here. Pax, buddy, you have blood all over your face.
Yeah, it was a fight. I'll tell you later.
You didn't rob the bagel store.
No.
Okay, good. I have a medic skill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I can help heal him.
Okay, cool. So it's just a little field medics kit that you keep with you?
Yeah, when I do first aid, I roll plus school. So I'm going to wipe him up.
You can wipe him out.
Over in the corner, I'm going to be telling him about the raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a raccoon.
Trash raccoon.
That is a 8.
Gotta be a mix at least. Okay, cool. So what happens on an 8 for that? Does it say?
I can either heal 2 harm or stabilize the injury. But you're not unstable yet, right?
Almost. I'm at the line.
Okay, so I'll just heal 2 harm.
Okay, cool.
You get to heal 2 on a mixed success?
If I roll a 10, I heal 2 and stabilize them. Because when they're really hurt, there's the 2 different things.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good special ability to heal 2 harm, definitely.
However, if I miss, I hurt them more.
Right.
So,
Oh, no.
there is a risk to this. It would have been really funny.
To put him into unstable territory.
Max is dying. We need to hurry up.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So while Frank and Paxton deal with that over in the kind of in the background of the shot, while Howen talks with this House Kenneth employee, he says, your intern mentioned the screaming, and we heard that. Some of the city guard came by and started asking questions after some people reported a shifter screaming and then running off up onto one of the rooftops. They asked me a couple of questions. I told them what I saw.
What did you see? Just the shifter running off?
Yeah. I saw her out through the front window, run out into the street, and then people started to gather. She was clearly in some sort of pain. I didn't see her get off that roof. I kept looking for a while, and eventually the guards went up there, and then they returned and said that they didn't find anything. But I've got a pretty good look at the rooftop, and I didn't see her come down. I was watching.
Curious. Can you describe the City Watch folk who came by?
I'd seen them coming by in the district. He gives you a couple of names, and you recognize them as guards who do generally patrol this area.
Okay, nothing suspicious.
But kind of just general mooks and jobbers who just kind of do.
And also, I have an ability where I can tell if people lie to me.
Okay.
So, just straight up.
Do you want to do that?
It's literally just, if someone lies to you, you know it.
Interesting.
It's literally all of the text on it.
Good to know. Yeah. He seems to be truthful.
Okay.
You got him his bagel, so he's telling you what he knows.
Truth for bagels. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. He said it was such a weird event that I kept staring up at that rooftop, waiting for them to happen. When the guards went up, I was watching and expected them, I don't know, at least carry a body down or something, or alive or dead, bring something down, but they didn't. And then they just kind of disappeared. They just kind of went off back to report, I guess.
Interesting. And again, nothing missing from the warehouse, nothing...
No, it doesn't look like anyone came into the warehouse.
Okay. Well, I thank you for your time. Enjoy your bagel, and
I will.
We will be in touch.
Okay, excellent. So you disengage and catch up with Frank and Paxton.
Yeah, basically just want to let him know about what he said about the rooftop, and so...
You think we should investigate the roof?
I think it's highly probable that the humdrum guards missed something.
Now that you mention it, she did jump on that roof. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that.
That's all right, Pax. You've had a rough day, buddy. You've been doing good, though. You're doing real good.
I've taken a lot of pain today. This is a hard job. Are you sure there's no money?
We are sure.
Listen, we are giving you invaluable experience that you can't get in any classroom.
Yeah, I can see that. I haven't gotten hurt in any classes yet. So
see,
yeah,
but you can't get in any class.
Yes,
let's get on this rooftop.
Yeah, so
we take the soar sled to the roof.
Can it go up?
Yeah, definitely.
It soars, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's important in the city to be able to go up and down.
Okay.
So you're able to pull up, park alongside the rooftop, and hop out. I mean, not a whole lot of the buildings in Sharn have rooftops because generally they just continue to go up. Mm-hmm. But there's kind of a branching off section that comes off of the main tower and then has a couple of residential areas and some businesses alongside, and then they kind of cap out up on this rooftop.
So this one does end 360 degrees around. It's the top of it. Okay.
Correct. And so you get up there. At this point, it's full on nighttime by now. It's a little bit chilly. Because again, the elevation is pretty nuts. You don't think about it very often, but you are pretty high up. So it's kind of biting cold. What do you want to do?
Will you let me investigate again?
I will let you investigate again.
Yeah, I'm just looking around.
Yes, this is kind of a different deal right now.
See if there's any shifter hair, any footprints, any blood.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So that's an 8.
Okay. So on 8, you get what? One question for investigating mystery.
1. Where did it go?
So the thing that draws your attention immediately is there's this discoloration kind of on the middle of the rooftop on this stone rooftop. It's kind of this amorphous shape, kind of round with rounded edges in the stone itself, where it's like someone took the top of the stone and scraped it off effectively, as if something ate into the stone in this area, and that leaves a trail actually of sorts. This like
of that same discoloration,
and same like change in elevation to where it's like again something like burned into the rooftop and then moved seemingly. So it starts in this one area in the center of the rooftop and then moves towards the edge of the roof, and then you can kind of like peek over and look down, and that same trail goes all the way down the side of the building, down into the street.
How big is the trail? Like how wide and how big is that splotch?
Let's say that the splotch is about the size of a shifter.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
Paxton, you remarked that the shifter was yelling and it looked like her hand was burning. There was smoke coming off.
Yeah.
And so forth.
So like when you light things on fire, the smoke comes off.
Ah.
It was a lot like that, but there was no fire.
Yes, of course. Very good. I believe she's no longer with us, but the green slime you spoke of has moved on. You might kind of point out the trail.
Slime is alive?
Perhaps.
All right.
We should...
Let's follow that slime.
Follow that slime.
It's slime time.
Okay, so you want to track it down this building?
Yeah.
Effectively? Okay, cool.
I mean, you said it looked like it went all the way down to the street.
Mm-hmm.
I would say...
Do you want to do this on foot, or do you want to use the source sled?
Yeah, I forgot about the source sled.
I would like someone to act under pressure for this tracking.
I'll do it.
Say, yeah, or the one driving. I don't know. What do you guys...
It would make more sense for Paxton to do it, but if Frank wants to guide him, I think that that's also valid.
Yeah. I'm going to be pointing at the slime.
All right.
There, more slime. Ho-ho! Baby. That's
Yep.
Technically a 15.
Yep, cool.
Yep.
Oh, he has 3? Cool.
Yep. It's one of my moves. I get to take +1 cool.
Dang.
Unfaceable.
It's very cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so you do what you set out to do. Frank is able to kind of track where this kind of scalding and burning into the buildings and into the streets. It goes from vertical to horizontal to diagonal surfaces. And it's kind of moves in kind of this fairly straight line that kind of snakes through the alleyways and up and down buildings. Eventually, you're led to this one large bridge that connects 2 separate towers in the city, where there's a lot of commotion going on right now. People are kind of like gnashing their teeth and wailing, and there's some people like on the side of the bridge like crying. It seems to be an area where there were a bunch of food vendors, basically street vendors with stalls, and their stalls are seemingly burned and melted.
But there's no sign of
No.
anything actively happening. It's just people like...
No, currently not anything active.
Bring us down, Paxton.
Cherry. Yeah, so you pull up, and there's a group of mostly humans going around kind of like talking to each other, controlling. Someone's putting like a blanket on someone's shoulders, you know, 'cause they've seen some stuff.
Man, have you seen this stuff?
And yeah, they're just going about their business. A couple of them seem to be in pain. They're sitting on the ground. What do you want to do?
I want to walk up to the closest, like the densest looking area of people. Yeah, where maybe I can catch 4 or so people just in speaking.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of people gathered around one of these stalls that seems to have melted, where like the wood, like some of the wood holding it up is just like limp, and sections of it seemingly were burned and broken.
I'll say, excuse me, good folk, what exactly happened here?
Yeah, one of them pipes up and says, it was so weird and scary. This thing just came out of nowhere and took Terwin away. Just swallowed him up and kept going and went through the stalls and set everything on fire and started melting everything.
What did this thing look like?
It's hard to describe. It was kind of like this gunk.
Was it green, per se?
Yeah, kind of. it just moved like this blob. You ever seen Flubber?
You ever seen Flubber?
Have you ever seen the play Flubber that they do?
Yes.
Every now and then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was kind of like that.
What a show.
Yeah. It's just this massive goop that just crawled and writhed and moved over everything, consuming everything. It took Terwin and just left with him. You can see his legs sticking out from the back of it as it kept moving.
Well, can I still see the path?
Yep, the path continues down to the other end of the bridge.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Good luck with the stalls, and sorry about Terwin.
Okay, cool. You want to continue following that trail?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell them, looks like our slime monster is growing and continuing its path.
God.
So following down further down the bridge, following the trail, you get to a point where it gets to the edge of the bridge, and then the trail actually stops there. It seemingly stops right before it seems to be a sewer grate, but one with very thin slits, a very small opening rather, with just some small thin slits, and the trail ends there.
And there's no humanoid bits,
No,
or anything else in. Suppose we know what happened to our shifter and to dear sweet Terwin.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to go into the sewer.
What happens if it's in the water supply?
Then
Well,
we
it's a-
all die.
It's a goo blob thing. It's probably too viscous to really.
Oh, so like it won't mix like oil?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's good enough for me.
that's just my working.
Fair enough. Yeah. I don't know enough about chemistry, so.
Yeah,
yeah, no, he didn't do well
No.
in that class.
I'm gonna look around for a sewer lid. What is it
I
called?
was
A
going to say,
manhole?
this is, I take it
Does
this
the
is
grate
too
just
small
come off?
for us to go down.
This opening certainly is.
Yeah,
It seems
okay.
to be like a really not really. I guess maybe sewer isn't the right word, but probably just a drainage
like
system.
a storm
Storm
drain.
drain. Storm drain. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
I'm gonna look for
it kind of like curls around the towers of the buildings and just continues down, connects with others. It's one of those.
We look in it and there's a clown inside.
Doesn't seem to have any motivation unless it hates food trucks.
It's probably just trying to feed itself and grow. First things first. If we're going to investigate this anymore, I think we need to find someone to pay us for doing so.
It's fair.
We've not found a way to monetize.
This is not really our problem at the moment.
I didn't know you were so mercenary, Pax.
Well, I'm not getting paid either way, so.
It's sweet of you looking out for us. All right.
Well, let's move on. I want to cut to a different scene real quick,
All right.
to where none of you are there actually.
What?
Whoa. It's just a simple scene.
Let's all sit back and watch Keegan work.
Watch me talk to myself for a couple of minutes. Real
Paint
quick.
me a word picture.
Yeah. It's just this scene of a little kind of like outdoor stage area up against a building in the streets of Sharn, where this bard is seemingly playing this nice little tune on a lute and kind of singing and performing for the audience, telling us a story from the last war. This kind of like nationalistic tune that gets people really riled up, and the crowd is loving. He's got this really big flamboyant hat with a big feather in it. His sleeves are striped and multicolored. And he's weaving a little bit of magic in each of the words as he sings. And then it's kind of this kind of panning shot of these happy faces looking up at him, smiling, and then the faces sour and they start to turn frightened. And then we look back up above the singing bard is this storm drain with these little tiny slit openings that are seemingly that little pieces of green ooze start to pour out and slop down like jello. Kind of combining and mixing together as this cube-like entity starts to form and then slop down the walls and land right on top of the bard, on top of this giant hat, and the hat starts to burn and melt as it starts to consume him, and people start to run and scream into the night asking for help, and then the creature consumes the bard wholly in a matter of 15 seconds, leaving nothing behind.
Guess he wasn't a fan.